What's the tea, y'all? It's your girl Cosmetic Girl, and I am back with another video. This time we are doing a client tutorial. So yes, go ahead and give me a thumbs up because your girl spent a lot of time editing and trying to get this video up for you guys in 24 hours, honey. So yeah, go ahead and smash that likes button. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and hop right into the tutorial. Right now I am filling in the brows. You wanna make sure that you go in lightly with light strokes. Outline the bottom of the brow so that you can get a crisp, sharp line, and then you wanna go ahead and kind of outline the top, but more so shaded in. I don't really like to draw a line on the top because I feel like that makes the brows too bulky. So now I'm just going to go ahead with some concealer, and I'm using an angle brush. This is the MAC 208S brush, I believe, and I'm using LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige, and I mixed in a little bit of porcelain just to, you know, give that arch of her brow a little bit of a highlight. Now I'm just going in with the fluffy brush, and I'm just patting that concealer down because we're going to use that as the primer for our eyeshadow. You want to make sure that you pat this in this process. Do not swipe because then you are not going to have a full coverage concealer underneath that brow. So now I'm just going in with a little bit of her foundation shade and mixed in with a little bit of her concealer. And I'm just going to outline the top of the brow. As you guys can see, I did switch brushes. This is the Crown C469 brush. So the top of the brow, you want to go in with a flat kind of oval brush. Okay, so now we are going in, we're just patting out those lids and getting rid of that discoloration over the eyes and using that concealer as a primer. For eyeshadow, I use the Juvias palette, the magic one, I believe. And for my transition shades, I always go in with orange. I feel like orange is a great transition shade. It blends in with every skin tone. And it kind of like sets the tone of your eyes. So I always go in with orange. And then after that, I'm going to go in with a darker brown to deepen up that eyes so that it could give like some depth in her eyeshadow and just smoke it out a little bit. I think that's warm enough. Open it. Yeah, that's warm.
That's so cute.
That's warm enough, unless we want to go a little darker. Alrighty, so for the lids, I usually do not do cut creases. I do not know how y'all be doing them triangulars, the horizontals, all of that dimensions y'all be doing on them cut creases. I ain't got time. So what I usually do is I just take the concealer that we use for those brows and I just pat it on with a fluffy brush and kind of get the shape of a cut crease. So as you guys can see, when she opens up her eyes, it's not a cut crease, but it gives the effect of a cut crease. So now I'm just going in with that same palette, I believe, and I am just tapping on that eyeshadow color, those lid colors. And this is like a lime green, and then I put a white in the inner corner. So right now I'm just cleaning her face from the fallout from the eyeshadow. At this time of our appointment, my client had a really good, interesting story about her working at Hooters and her experience. So I just want to kind of include that into this video. Hopefully y'all like it.
Oh, actually, what I was supposed to do before I quit Hooters was like, I could probably still talk about like working at Hooters.
Yeah. Honestly. Talk about the process of getting a job at Hooters. Yeah. I've never seen a video like that.
And especially from a black girl either.
So you can talk about your experience at Hooters, applying to Hooters, getting a job. Because I know a lot of people who work at Mac, they do that. Like, they're like, oh, how to get a job at Mac.
Yeah.
Because some people, they really want to work at Hooters.
Because I've actually looked and, like, I never, like, every time I see it, it's, like, stories of working at Hooters. But it's, like, white girls that have money at this point. Like, they don't need to work anymore. Mm-hmm. They have their boobs done and everything.
Were you going to do that? You need your boobs
done?
No. Okay, cool.
And in reality, they don't really care if you have boobs or not.
Really?
Yeah. That's the crazy part. And, like, there's a rumor that goes around, like, is it true that Hooters pays for your boobs to be done? Mm-hmm. And that's not even, like, technically, in a way, yes, because of how much money you make. And you obviously...
You make that much money working at Hooters?
bank. Literally, you would think you're a stripper. Like, my money would blow so fast, but I make it right back. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, I'm spending money here, and like I'm thinking tomorrow I could go make it back, but I can't because I'm not working.
Okay, tell the subscribers about your Hooters.
I 10 out of 10 would recommend it.
I did not know that Hooters make that much money.
Yes,
What?
you would like. You think you're selling drugs or you're freaking stripping. It is great, especially if you're in college. Like, it is the best thing to do and save every ounce of it. Because you're going to think like, oh, I have so, like, obviously you're going to have your off time too.
Yeah.
Where you're not going to make as much. So you want to save. And like at one point, like, I would blow it all when I first started because I made so much. And I was like, I don't know what to do with this much money.
I would have never thought in a million years that the people at Hooters was making that much. So how do you make money at Hooters?
So,
like, I'm interested.
I don't know, like, if you're, well, basically you have to talk. That's the only way you can make money.
Talk to the customers.
Yeah, talk.
Okay.
You have to talk to your customers. If you don't, you're not going to make money because they want to talk to you. Like, they want to know about you. And you're basically growing a clientele at that point. Because then you're going to have people come back just for you.
Oh, okay. So Hooters is kind of like a bar. Like, you're the
It's a bar restaurant,
girl.
yeah.
I really don't go to Hooters.
Okay, so it's a bar restaurant.
Okay.
And I was just a server. I've been asked like before to do bartending, and you could make more money as a bartender, but I don't know, I just never wanted to do it.
You never wanted to bartend?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't know, I felt like because I was still in school and like bartending, it's a lot more stressful and there's longer hours with that working there.
Okay.
So, and I would be at school 4 times a week, so I just rather not.
You're like, fuck it, no, let's
Yeah.
just not do that. So, okay, so you're at Hooters, and you're getting, what's the minimum wage? Is it like regular, or
it's
are you?
$5.03 an hour.
$5?
Yeah, because you're making so much in tips.
I was gonna say, Ronnie.
You're making your paycheck in tips.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was like, girl, what the hell?
Yeah, like, so like a 2-week paycheck is like your tips. Yeah.
Girl.
Like one night I'm left with like $600.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, go put in an application ASAP.
Yeah, you literally will make so much money.
Look all the way up.
Yeah, you just basically, like, there's girls that are there that are really shy, and then there's a lot of girls that will leave because they claim that they don't make money, and they've only been there like a year and a half, and they're like, how are you staying? Like, how do you make money? And I'm like, you have to talk, you have to be friendly, like, you have to fake it till you make it. Because you're relying on their money, so you have to suck up to them, basically.
So it's like a strip club.
Basically, but you're in a tank top and shorts. So it's not, and then it's not booty shorts either. Like, people think like your butt is out. No, they don't like that. The only thing that really shows is just your breasts. Because it's just like a low cut tank top. But you're wearing tights, you're wearing shorts, sneakers. Yeah, it was a really good job. I started there as soon as I turned 18. And now I'm 21. So I was still in high school when I first started there. And that was really hard on me too, because like waking up early for high school, and then like when you first start you have to close just so you know how to close the restaurant and stuff. So being up from like 6 in the morning till like 2 in the morning.
You have to do it all over again.
Yeah. But at a point in time, I used to work 6 days a week, and then now if I were still to be there, I would work 3 days a week because I make the same amount.
I would have never in a million years thought that Hooters was out here paying with just car notes.
I don't know about the one here, but I know the one back where I live. Yeah, I have a Lexus, and I bought that cash.
You drive a Lexus?
And I made that from Hooters. Yeah.
I drive a Toyota. Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. Because really about your
Because a lot of people wondered how I got.
What the fuck have I been doing?
A lot of people wonder, because I bought my Lexus 3 years ago, and I had rims on it. But my mom had rims from like years, so I just put the rims on it. But people were like, where did you get this Lexus from? Like,
no, that's me, bitch. I drive a Toyota. Like,
no, literally, people are like, you're dating a drug dealer because how all of a sudden do you come with a Lexus all of a sudden? Like, I just saved up money and then I just...
What's the drug dealer's name?
Hooters.
Yeah, at this point.
That's his name.
Hooters is the fucking drug. What?
Yeah, I'm telling you, you make bank there. It was such a good job.
So yeah, y'all, that story had me shook. So I was like, let me just insert this into my video. Now I'm just going in with a beauty blender and I'm just patting out that concealer that we set underneath the eyes, on her chin, on her nose, on her forehead, all of that. And I'm gonna go ahead and set it with Laura Mercier powder. All right, so for contour, I'm going in with the Black Radiance palette. It's the light to medium one. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my bad, y'all. I almost choked. But yes, I do not cream contour. I really feel like it's just too much. It's a whole lot that I can't get into. And honey, it just makes it too difficult. So I just go ahead and powder contour and it gives me the same effect. So right now, I'm just going in with some blush right over that contour. I was not a blush girl, y'all, for real. Until like I took a class and blush is the new contour, baby. So I used the e.l.f. blush and I think the shade Light, the blush palette. And so now I'm just going back into the eyes and just adding some smoke color underneath her eyes. The same colors that we used on her lids for her eyeshadow. Now I'm just going in and dusting off that Laura Mercier powder with the Real Technique setting brush. You don't want that powder to sit too long because then it will dry up. Right here, I'm just popping on some 3D mink lashes and I'm using the I'm using the Duo Lash Glue. The green tube that you get from Target. Yes, ma'am. All right, so for the lips, y'all already know I am a nude girl. I would give my clients a nude pink, a nude nude, a nude brown. Baby, you're going to get a nude, honey. So for the liner, I am using Nika K Bold Lip Liner in the shade brown. And I think I kind of mixed it in with a little bit of black cherry just to give her lips a little bit of fuller effect. And then for the lipstick, I used the Ruby Kisses matte lipstick in the shade Honey Bunny. So I just go ahead and stick that lipstick right into the center of the lips, and then I have my clients pop their lips together. Make sure that they do not smear, because when you smear together, you're not going to get the ombre effect. I'm using that Morphe setting spray to set her face, and we are all done. This is the final look. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into my client tutorial. Give me a thumbs up if you guys feel like I should do more client tutorials. If this was helpful for you, I would really love to know. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you dolls in my next one. Bye.
Oh my God. I really love this.
It looks amazing.
Thank you.
Ah.